So this is how your employment visa looks, and this is how your in principle approval letter looks. About Singapore, how to apply for a Singapore pass, like, and if you get a job in if you get or secure a job in Singapore, how you can check the your validity of the visa or employment pass, dependent pass, etc. Now, coming to Singapore has a highly developed free market economy, and the global competitiveness is quite high. And it was in 2015 when it was named as the world's second most prospering country, with high range of salaries, with great job opportunities, with a great tax system. The tax is very very low here if you compare it with other countries, especially European countries or even to India. Then Singapore also attracts a substantial number of foreigners through work visa and various other kinds of visas. Now, according to the Singapore's Ministry of Manpower, that is MOM, there were around 1.3 million foreign workers in Singapore pre-COVID, that is around 2018. At that time, like 20% of the country's population, so country's population was 5.6 million. So out of that 1.3 million foreign workers were there serving for Singapore as a workforce in 2018. Though now the MOM or Ministry of Manpower specifies the standard occupations in this link. If we can see here, so there are various kind of passes available. So if you go to the first one, it is dependent pass. Now dependent pass is will be available whenever you have a working visa, that is you are on employment visa or employment pass. So you can apply for your legal wife or legally married spouse. That time you can apply for this type of pass. Similarly, like these are the conditions you need to have, like if your family member is this, you will get this type of pass. Now for your parents, generally you can also have the long term visit pass, if and only if your salary or monthly salary is greater than 12,000. Now, how to apply for that? Your employer will apply for all these passes once you have your own visa and you are here in Singapore working for the company. So you can request your HR team for to fill the application for you. So types of passes are basically for professionals. These are the few passes available, and for skilled and semi-skilled workers, these are the below passes. And again, for trainees, we have a separate category of passes. So pass here is referring to the employment visa or employment card. Again, for family members, these are the passes available. So let's go through the common ones. So professionals, like employment pass is given to the foreign professionals who are the executive available at executive provision or executive positions, or some kind of professionals with high skill. This is like if you see the candidate need to earn at least 5,000 per month. This is the outdated one, and we can check that when we apply for or the eligibility test, or we can check our eligibility online. So nowadays, I think currently it is going on is like 6,800, if I remember. If you have a minimum salary of 6,800 per month, you can apply for an EP. Then coming to the entry pass, this is generally for foreign entrepreneurs to start a business or operation in Singapore. Now PEP or personalized employment pass is for the very very high earning foreign professionals, or who are on employment pass. They can apply for this if their salary is, I think, more than 12,000 per monthly. Then overseas and networks and expertise passes for the top talent in business, art, and culture. Then coming to the next categories, that is the skilled and semi-skilled workers. So mostly every company would go for SPass, and here the limit is like it should be you should be earning more than 3,000 per month. Then only you are eligible for applying for SPass. So similarly, there are other passes and the criteria defined. You can get this from this URL. And again, for the trainee or students who are studying here, doing the college or masters, graduation from here, so again for them we have a separate category of separate category of pass. Similarly, for family members, like dependent pass will be for the spouse and children. Again, long term visit pass will be for the parents and common law spouses, etc., etc. These things will be applied via the company. Again, you can check for the all other related passes. Now let's go through the first part, like who is eligible. So uh, for the PEP, for the specialized pass which we were talking around. So I think I was incorrect there. Like I mentioned 12,000. So here it is like your salary should be 18,000 or plus around, so that you will be eligible for the PEP or personalized employment pass. So PEP, you can see the eligibility and non-eligibility, like who is not eligible, an employment pass holder under the sponsorship scheme, and these all are the conditions. If you are a freelancer, you cannot apply. Then once you secure the job, once you have went through all the interview process and you have secured a job, you get the offer letter. So this is not the end. The company will go ahead and apply an in principle approval, or IPA, that is the initial visa for you to come here in Singapore. So it is a IPA which will be filed by the company for you. So once you get the IPA or in principle approval, and the company shares it with you, that is the confirmation that you have secured a job in Singapore, and you can show that to the airlines while arriving to Singapore. So that serves as a kind of visa, initial visa for you. So once you reach here, then company will issue again another pass, that will be a long-term visit pass for you. So for that, they will send you to Ministry of Manpower MOM office, and you need to go and have all the verification of the documents, etc. done. So once you are done with that, usually within 4 to 5 days, you will receive your employment visa card. Now for this all the process, you don't even need to pay a single penny to the company or consultancy or whatever is your case. So it's not the case that you have to pay for this kind of visas. The company will be paying for you. So it will be paying it two times. That is, first with the for applying for the IPA, that is in principle approval, and second time they'll apply for your EP card. So that time again they have to pay. So now let's check, like suppose you want to know, like whether you are being paid fairly well and or not, and which category you belong. So generally there are two kind of passes. One is SPass and the other one is EP, which is the general category of people or employment people seek or get in Singapore. So for that, this is the link. I'll share this link over the channel in the description, and you can just go and click and check for your eligibility. So let me go through this link and share you a sample eligibility test. So this is an assessment you can do for both pass renewal and so new applications. For our case, like as you're arriving for the first time in Singapore, you can just select new application. So just give some future date. So maybe I'll give October 17. Just continue. Now you can select the sectors you want, like based on your company profile and your professional profile. You must be knowing about your sector. So let's go with all other sectors and occupation. If I go with software analyst, suppose the company is offering me around 6,700 per month. Just continue. Nationality, so let me select Indian. Date of birth, suppose I'll go with 1992. '92 may be May, and I would go with 19 May. So continue. Now total years of experience, suppose I put 10 years. And 0 months, so same, I would put 10 years and 0 months. So you can put according to your experience and go with continue. Now we need to add the qualification. So suppose I am Tech. So suppose I put the awarding institution as BITS, Birla Institute of Technology, and then you need to further mention the details where the study is done at the campus. Yes. Qualification, suppose I enter PSCH bachelor's degree, and faculty, as if I suppose I just choose engineering, maybe computer science, and this is full time. Length of studies, so I'll put 4 years 0. Graduation date maybe I'll go with 2015, or maybe let me go with 14 itself. So maybe August, and continue. And just select I am not a robot. So you can see like you qualify for an SPass because of the salary being entered here, 6,700. So suppose I make it 6,800. Continue. So still it is SPass. So you just need to tweak the parameters, your details, and mostly the salary, and you'll see like what is the eligibility for getting an EP. So it is still SPass. Again, it depends on the experience. So let me go ahead and remove the experience and make it 6 years. 6 years. Continue. So it is still SPass. You can see. So let me. I'm sure they may have increased the bar by now. So if I put 7,100. So you can see now 7,000. It looks like once you reach this salary of 7,100, or if the company is offering you 7,100 per month, you will be eligible to get an employment pass. Now there is you need to consider, like you need to understand that SPass has some quota for that, and the quota is quite limited for SPass. So just keep in mind. So suppose now again I remove this and I just put 7,000. So you can still see like with the experience and with all the details I filled, and if my salary is 7,000 per month, I'll be eligible for SPass. So this is how you check like which type of pass you will be getting. Now let's check like if you want to see what is the application status of your pass. So this is only when your company has applied for an IPA. So the MOM or Ministry of Manpower will take some time for providing the in principle approval or IPA letter to the company, which the company will later be sharing to you. So if you are if your pass is being renewed, so generally the IPA issued by the company or the MOM is usually 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and 5 years. So it depends, and usually people get for 2 years and very rarely for 5 years. And 5 years mainly I saw like most of the people with PhD and working with the university, they have that pass of 5 years. So we can check the online status of the application. If the IPA is being filed by your company, you can just ask for a reference number from the HR. So you just click on here with this link, just select your language, continue. You can just go with I want to check the past status of salary and just go with continue. So you can enter your date of birth, and then if like FIN number is the IPA, in the IPA they will give you a FIN number. If you don't have that, you can just fill in your passport details and just check this box and submit, and you will get the required output, like whether your EP is already available or pending. So all the status you can see from here. So thanks for all the details. You can just see the description and get all the links and just try it yourself.